Hi guys, and welcome back to Hatoful Boyfriend. We're picking back from where we left off, and hopefully we get... Sorry, I'm being Skyped. Hopefully we get to the bottom of what's going on here, and maybe we can find out what's hiding in that basement. Alright, let's go. We need to get somewhere with the window. Fast. Run! Yes! You don't have to tell me twice. Stop! Ah, it's here! Wait, calm down, Kawara. It's small. Ah, yeah. So it is. Too small to be the Scarecrow. Huh? Aren't you from 2-2? I am the Crimson Fallen Angel, Angal. I knew it. The manga club boy from the class next door. He's famous around the school for being a nutcase. But what is he doing in here? I think I'm going to have a headache. Texturous. Melodia. Fenris. Who? Me? Good for you, Kawara. He came all this way to give you a title. No, not good at all. Nothing but trouble will come of it. I don't know why you came here, Angal, but it's dangerous. We're supposed to be in the gym with everybody else, so come on, let's go back. I am not allowed to rest. Not until I have fulfilled my duty in accordance with the old pack of old. In accordance with the pack of old, I must seal you here now. Texturous, Melodia, Fenris, Undertaker. Undertaker? If that's it, then, so the time has come at last. I will not be stopped now, Crimson Angel Judeka. Come! What's going on? Angal, Crimson Fallen Angel appeared. Angal uses Dark Void Shockwave. Ryuta takes 24 damage. What the heck is going on here? I'm so confused. Ryuta's turn. Blue Moon Smash or Deathbringer? Let's do Deathbringer. Ryuta uses Deathbringer. Angal takes 60 damage. Cease this jacking around, you wretched imbeciles. Sakuya attacks. Ryuta takes 260 damage. Ryuta returns to his senses. Angal takes 295 damage? Angal is shaken. What is going on? Huh? I am shocked, Kawara, to think that even you would go along with that farce. What? He disrupted my territory? I got carried away by Angal before I even noticed. Influencing the very reality of his surroundings is a frightful power indeed. You losin'! What did you come here to do? After what you just did, I think you may be our prime suspect. I came here to do but one thing. I must follow the demon spores. A whole new variety of what the heck are you talking about? Perhaps you could explain in normal Japanese. Your dialect is somewhat opaque. I don't think it's just his dialect, Sakuya. The end is calling me. That is all. This is the cross I must bear. He stares off into space as if gazing at something far away. Maybe that basically means that he's a thrill seeker. So you are a moth allured by a candle's light, Luzon? No, I am a stained, clad in night, unforgiven. My eternal blood seal calls me to purgatory. Ah, more crazy talk. It's not exactly a blood seal. That blood-stained chest is just the way Bleeding Heart's plumage looks. Oh. What is it, Kawara? Blood-stained chest. Sakuya, do you think maybe the blood-stained stranger Sansa was... Angel, where were you yesterday after school? What were you doing? Battling minor demons of Baal, and following the demon spores. Could you rephrase that? Rufa, the tree of blight, called out to me. He's asking you to say it using words we understand. Hallowed magician of white, your anger now. It is the power of the demon spores. I think it's the power of you, Angel. Bah! I must compromise. I was in the place the ignorant may refer to as the infirmary. I knew it. I think we need to talk to you. Come. And so he left the medical center, Sakuya dragging Angel behind him. Go! This one! This is the bloodstained stranger Oko-san saw! That's that then. We need to know what you did yesterday. Did you go into the infirmary? If I could, I would have. But only the chosen one can stop the demon spores. In other words, he didn't. Useless. The gate was sealed with the power of darkness. However, Adele Blau did venture within. Adele Blau? Who is that? Explain in terms known to sane individuals, please. The Apostle of the Blue Sky, Adele Blau. She also goes by Chu, Alessa. Alessa went into... What? It was creepy, Doctor. Well, why did I go in there alone? Alessa was in the infirmary yesterday after school. But the doctor and Yuya said no one came and nothing happened. They're lying. Obviously. There it goes again! Yeah. Whatever. 5th class. You are different from those peasants, Sakuya. You were chosen from the day you were born. You must remain conscious of this. Yes, Father. We are the chosen ones. It is our duty to guide the foolish common folk. Yes, Father. Look at them crawling in the mud. There is no value in their lives. Were it not for our compassion, they would die as miserably as they live. Yes, Father. Their very blood is tainted. Their world is not yours. You must never speak with them again. Do you understand? Yes, Father. What? To Japan? Yes. You'll be staying there for some time. Arrangements have been already made for your education. Remember, you must such as to bring honor to our family, Sakuya. Yes, Father. Also, Dr. Iwamene is in residence at the institution you will be attending. He is a prestigious doctor. It will not be exaggerating to say that our glory is thanks in part to him. Do not disrespect him. Yes, Father. Weird. Ungal saw Alessa going into the infirmary yesterday, and then the door was locked. The doctor and Yuya must have seen her. What happened in there? They must both be lying. Yuya has been helping us all this time, and I don't want to suspect him, but he's clearly been hiding the truth. Could Yuya be covering for the doctor?
We don't know that for sure. The mongrel could be lying to cast doubt on Dr. Iwamene.
It's not impossible, but from what we've seen so far, the most likely conclusion is that they're working together. Sakuya, you were the one who said we needed to remove our biases. We need to solve this.
I am aware.
I want to go to confront them now, but with only Ungo's testimony, our evidence is a little weak. They'll probably slip out of it again if we go now. They're both much more eloquent than I am, and they'll try to dodge the issue, which means we need to search the infirmary.
Do you intend to go in without asking?
Yeah. The more stealthily we do it, the better, right? If the doctor finds out, he'll come up with some way of stopping us, for sure.
Understood. I will go to the lab and keep them occupied while you search the infirmary.
Thank you, Sakuya. A moment, gentlemen. Mr. Leon, I have something for you. Sorry for being late. I was somewhat delayed. What are these? The first is the massive key. It should open just about any of the simple locks in the school, and is as bright and massive as its owner. The other is a stun gun. If you need to protect yourself, use it.
You will have more use for those than I, Kawara. Hold on to them.
Right. Thank you, Mr. Leon. Maybe I should write in the notes before I go to the infirmary. Is this my way of, saving, writing in notes? The hour of judgment has come. You cannot use the Dark Tree's power here. Return to the void, Wallenstein. Well, he seems excited. I wonder what the doctor's doing.
Being slandered by Mr. Higeri, as you can see. Please stop breaking school property, Mr. Higeri.
I have returned from Judecca to defeat you. As long as you live, Calamitious Sorcerer, the world will be wrapped in eternal despair. When he says things with such conviction, I almost find myself believing him.
Please, that isn't funny.
Yes. Come, Gary. Let's go back to the gym, okay? No, stop. Do not throw me out like some wretched dog. I'm sorry, Uncle.
I suspect he has suffered from megalomania since birth.
Megalomania? Whatever do you mean?
Delusions of grandeur. Eschewing societal standards, he lives his life in the midst of some bizarre fantasy. Perhaps it is genetic.
There would be no helping it then, would there?
He is unusually active in the destruction of his surroundings, especially given his physique. Internal prejudice is a terrible thing, I suppose. He is no doubt exerting to the limits of his capacity at all times. The most dangerous part is his ability to bring his surroundings into his fantasy. Though I seem to be less affected than you. And since although I invited him to this school, I have yet to find a use for him, the whole thing has been nothing but a waste of time.
Did you say something just now, Doctor?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Doctor. Excuse me. Oh, hello, Shirogane. What's going on? Where did Kawara go?
He is investigating another area at the moment.
Only Dr. Iwamine and Nanaki here now.
Isn't Sakazaki here?
I think he's walking around to calm his nerves again. He's very brave. To be out and about with that scarecrow on the loose.
Not brave, just imprudent.
Stupid mongrel. Stop pretending to be migratory and get back here so I can distract you. I wanted to occupy both of them if possible, but at least they don't realize that we suspect them. Just the doctor should be enough.
Dr. Iwamine, I came here to ask your opinion of something. My opinion? I fear I will not be of much use to you there.
My body has never required me to visit the infirmary. I have not had much occasion to talk to the doctor since moving here. But I can read his expression perfectly well, all the same. It says, I'm not telling you anything.
Where is Mr. Kawara? Did you have a falling out? He did seem to be suspecting me, based on nothing but his own prejudice. A pity. I agree, sir. To doubt someone based merely on one's own preconceptions is Balverin's.
I don't know how you really say that. I don't know. I keep thinking Balverin's, though I know that's not how you say it.
It is nonsense.
Exactly. Huh. That's right. I must be perfectly logical in all things.
You are renowned as one of the most intelligent birds in the world, Doctor. I do not think that you could be involved in such a grisly crime as this. It is an honor to be so praised by the heir to the LaBelle family.
Completely flat. Does he never speak with emotions?
I hold a deep respect for you, Doctor. You might not be aware, but my father owes his life to your medicine. A few years ago, your work allowed the LaBelle family to continue on to even greater glory. Is that so? I had not known. I am afraid that I know little of the fates of the drugs that I develop. The life of but one bird may not be significant to you, but we of the LaBelle family will never forget. Ho ho ho, how wonderful. I take it your father is a figure of great respect. Of course, the family head must always be honored. It would seem that you hold your own biases even more dearly than Mr. Kawara holds his. Almost like the foundation of your very existence.
Ow.
I would rather like to see the expression on your face when that foundation collapses. Ha ha ha.
Locked. Has it been locked ever since the alarm this morning? The doctor went straight to the lab to begin the autopsy, and I think he's been with somebody else ever since. Let's see, maybe that massive thing Mr. Leon gave me will do the trick. Yes!
This room has always been a little creepy.
But it's even worse in this dim light. I need to look for evidence that Alessa was in here. Quickly! But where do I start? The longer I spend poking around in corners, the bigger risk that I'll get caught. I need to remember I've been in here a lot every time I get sick. Where would the doctor hide something he didn't want anyone else to see? Didn't he forbid even his assistants from touching his desk? It would seem he keeps his drawers locked tight. You're up, massive thing. Inside are medical records? He's probably supposed to keep personal information locked up, though I never really thought of him as the respectful type. There are only 1, 2, 3, 4 files. The names are Kawara Ryuta, Chu Alessa, Fujishiro Nageki, and Shirogane Sakuya. What? I'm not surprised to see a file on me in here, but Alessa and Sakuya never had any reason to be in here, and Fujishiro Nageki. Looking closely, Nageki's folder says St. Pigeonation's Medical Center on the side, while the others don't. And the date is from 5 years ago. Did he take this from the medical center? Maybe the doctor did something to Nageki, and Nageki set everything on fire or something like that. I'm not too sure. It's maybe something along those lines. Since it's here, he must know something about the fire back then. Are the other 3 records from physical exams? They're full of strange symbols and numbers, and I'm not sure what they mean. Huh? Sakuya's has a second piece of paper in it. It looks like some sort of memo or... Oh! Ah! A sudden blinding pain in the back of my head. It's probably Yuya. I can't move. I fall unconscious. Oh, farewell, Mr. Kawara. Where am I? I feel dizzy. Huh? That's right. I was looking for evidence in the infirmary. The medical records are gone. Somebody took them? I managed to get knocked out even with the stun gun Mr. Leon gave me. Well, they came up behind you. You didn't hear them, apparently, or they're just Mr. Snaky Snake, and you got knocked out. Darn it. I don't know who attacked me, but those records must have been important to get stolen away like that. Ugh! Darn it! Why did I let myself get taken from behind like that? Well, maybe if you were a smart person and actually thought a little more, maybe you wouldn't have had your back towards the door. So anyone can just waltz up behind you and smack you on the head. I had our records. Even with those, it would have been hard to prove anything. Whoever attacked me must have been the criminal. They probably wouldn't leave anything, but maybe they missed a clue in here somewhere. Huh? I hadn't noticed earlier, but there's a card under the desk. In a corner I wouldn't have seen if I weren't on the floor. This is Alessa's student ID. There's blood on the corner. So it wasn't dropped here by accident before she was killed. It must have happened in here. It looks like my doubts about the doctor are confirmed. But for some reason, I still feel unsure. I almost feel like this is too good to be true. Like I'm being led along. If the doctor were behind it all, Surely he could avoid casting so much doubt on himself. Just what is he after, anyway? But I'm not worried about who is doing what and why. I'm worried about finding the one who did this to Alessa. I need to talk to Sakuya.
Do you think it would take a fair amount of time to cut a human up like this and distribute them into boxes, Doctor?
Correct. Even if she were cut up last night and distributed this morning, it would involve a great deal of physical labor. Sakuya?
You again.
Can we get to the maintenance room? We need to talk.
Very well.
Mr. Shirogane.
Yes, Doctor?
Just as an aside, it would be impossible for one such as myself.
Even with the knowledge and tools of a physician?
Even so, I am not a particularly healthy person. Not a healthy person? The doctor is slightly impaired down his right side, you know. He is? I never knew. I was injured long ago. My right wing never fully recovered, though. It rarely poses problems in my daily life. A human corpse is heavy. It seems like a bit much to go dragging around with one wing, don't you think? Yes, but it's all true. It's even recorded in the faculty medical records. It is? I see. Thanks. I'll remember that. I'll tell Sakuya about what I found in the infirmary as we head to the maintenance office.
Meaning, Fujishiro Nageki's records and the doctor have something to do with the medical center?
I think so, yeah. I wonder about the other records, too. Why you, me, and Alessa all together? Could that really be a coincidence? Did you go there often after you moved here or anything?
Not once. Nobility knows no illness.
I've never seen him sick, and he always seems pretty lively. I hadn't known about the doctor's injury. Kind of a bad thing to find out now.
Bad, because it is inconvenient to your theory. We must remain just. No harm can ever come from learning more of the truth.
I guess so. Maybe it's because he's not very active, or because he never leaves the infirmary. But I guess I've never really had a chance to notice his disability. If he couldn't have done it alone, it makes it seem more likely that he was working together with Yuya.
Blasted mongrel. No good can ever come to his presence. He merely confuses the issue. Salutations! Were you gossiping about me?
Yuya!
What a pickle. I guess I'm the topic of choice among the boys as well as the girls now. Not that I mind. Don't let it get to your head, mongrel. We weren't saying anything good about you.
That's right, Yuya. From your point of view, we were subjecting you to vile slander and ill gossips.
You're very frank, Ryuta. Nothing wrong with that. What kind of slander? Perhaps you shouldn't say, lest my fragile heart shatter like a maiden's crystal glass dropped by an unkind lover.
It should be obvious what we were talking about from our faces alone, but he's completely relaxed. I doubt his heart is made of glass, though. Used tires, maybe? something that is completely impervious to abuse.
Your unsolicited presence saves us the trouble for looking for you. We demand answers from you. You lied. You met you in the infirmary yesterday. Did you kill her? So, you doubt me. I'd love to see your evidence.
We found her ID, stained with blood, in the infirmary.
You are duty-bound to answer. What did you see in the infirmary yesterday? And what did you do?
Well, I can't tell you anything, sorry. I can't say anything at all.
Cease this foolishness. You know something, don't you? Do not attempt to dodge the...
Him again? Oh, Run, you two!
Such a terrible timing. No birdie likes a man who can't read the atmosphere, Mr. Scarecrow. This isn't the time for jokes. Wait, is this the time for jokes? Run! Go!
Or just fly. Fly away!
Ryuta seems to have left us in the dust. Maybe we should hurry up a little. Well, it doesn't look like it's noticed us. I guess it's not too keen on chasing people. Your idle flirtations sicken me. Filthy mongrel. Shush. Do you want it to hear us? How about this? I'll go first and lure Mr. Beanpole Man towards the cafeteria. You head for the maintenance room while it's distracted, okay? You plan to act as a decoy? Don't think this will stop me from suspecting you.
I wasn't asking you to.
I've been your ally until now, so why stop now? Our ally.
Anyway, run for it as soon as we're out of sight. Adieu. Sakuya, you're okay. I was worried that maybe you got caught.
Indeed.
Isn't Yuya with you? We never got him to answer anything.
I do not know. He ran in the opposite direction.
We don't have much time left. I think the only thing to do is get him to talk to us and then confront the doctor. He's been helping us this whole time, but I don't know if we can still consider him our ally.
Our ally. Indeed.
You've always been separated, right? So you don't really know how he acts or if he'd be likely to do something like this, or...
How could I know? He and I lived in different worlds. As my father said, I couldn't know.
I'm an only child, so I don't really understand siblings, but I think I know how you feel about him, Sakuya.
Do not make me repeat myself. He and I have no connection. But I want to believe that he is not my enemy.
Looks like Sakuya isn't entirely sure what to think. The prime suspects are the doctor, who aided his family, and his own half-brother. If I were given the same situation, I wouldn't be as calm as he is. We should write in the notes and then go talk to the doctor. Go find out exactly what happened in the infirmary. We figured out a lot of things, but there's still a lot that remains a mystery. And the mystery shall remain until the next video. So, I will see you guys there. Bye.